Welcome, beautiful soul, to this fun themed Halloween yoga flow that is good for the bones and soul. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Michelle, and this is Gracie joining us today. If you practiced with me before, I'm thrilled to have you back. We will set up our mats horizontally, so just like mine. And if you have something Halloweeny to get you in the spirit a little more, if you want to go put that on and join me on your mat, that would be great. And we will get started. All right, let's get started in an easy seated pose, stacking the shoulder bones over the hip bones, and your pelvic floor is rooted down, lengthening up through the spine. And I forgot to mention this raspy voice I have going on isn't intentional, but it is a bonus for you, as I seem to be fighting a little something. So I didn't want to not have a fun Halloween video for you. So I'm just embracing my raspy voice. All right, getting started in our easy seated pose. Let's drop the chin to the chest. Take a cleansing breath here to the back of your throat. Inhale through the nose, breathe into your throat. Open mouth, exhale. And then just slowly rolling the head over to the right, bringing the right ear to the right shoulder. And then slowly bringing the chin back to the chest and taking it over to the left side. Feeling into the bones. And then coming back to center, make it all the way back over to the right side again. Maybe bringing the head a little further back. And then bringing the chin back to the chest and over to the left. Coming back chin to chest. Soften through the shoulders. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Bringing your head back up to center. Let's extend the arms out to the side. And we're going to take a different variation of cat and cow with our arms. So typically we have the palms facing forward, but to make it a little bit more creepier and spookier, we're going to have the palms facing back. And you're going to take your inhale. You're going to come into your cat. So really doming the spine, belly button to spine. Bring the tops of the hands together. And then exhale, you're going to push it away, sending the chest forward, shoulders back. Good. We're going to take 3 more rounds just like that. Inhale, coming forward. Exhaling it back. Think of bat wings. Got your bat wings and you're stretching them out. Good. 1 more. And then bringing the arms forward, side bend to the right, dropping that right palm to your mat. Extend and reach that left arm up and over. Maybe you take a nice generous bend into that right elbow, pressing down through your hip bones. And then inhale, come up, take it over to the left. Inhale, coming back up. We'll take it 1 more each side. So back over to the right. Noticing if the bones have anything to say this morning or this afternoon or this evening, whenever you're choosing to practice. Inhale, come back up, take it over to the left. And then coming back to center, we'll take a twist over to the right. Left hand, right bone knee. Right hand back behind you, lengthen up nice and tall. See my skeleton pillow in his lotus pose. Beautiful posture he has. 1 more breath here. Untwist, taking it over to the left. And then untwist, coming to center. Extend the arms back out. And you're going to make fist with your hands and just rotate through the wrist. Good. And then going the other direction. And then we're going to flex the hands, flexing the fingers. Press the hands away. And then drop the fingers down. Send the fingers back up, pressing the fingers towards you. And then press the fingers down. And then shake it out. Nice. And now extending your right leg out to the right corner of your mat. Left heel into the pelvic floor. Take an inhale, lengthen up nice and tall. Exhale, walk yourself into a fold here. Being sure to keep the knee bone straight up, the toes straight up. Letting your head be heavy, dropping chin to chest. Taking nice, slow, deep breaths here. And then bringing the upper body back up. Hi, Gracie. I should have dressed her in something black. We're going to come into a side bend over to the left. So you're going to drop that left hand down, reach your right arm up and over. Take an inhale. Exhale. And then inhale, come up. We're going to float it back over to the right side. Inhale, back up. Take it back over to the left. And coming back up, back over to the right. We're going to take this 2 more times, this flow 2 more times, but we're going to add a little something with that right leg. So as you come over to the left, maybe you lift that right leg up, maybe grab onto the big toe, and then slowly lower it back down, take it back over to the right. And coming back over to the left, bringing that right leg with you if that feels good for you. And then bringing that right leg back down and switching to the other side. Taking our forward fold here, left foot to the left corner of your mat. Take an inhale, lengthen, lift, and then exhale, folding. Allowing yourself to have any releasing sighs. Let's take one more breath here. And coming back up, we'll take that same little side bend flow, 2 first without joining the leg in. So coming over to your right side, extending that left arm up and over. Inhale, exhale. And then inhale, come back up, float it over to the left. Inhale, back up, over to the right as you exhale. Inhale, up, exhale to the left. Coming back up, over to the right this time, maybe bringing in that left leg, maybe grabbing onto the big toe or the outer edge of your foot. And then slowly releasing that down, coming into a fold over to the left, or a side bend, I should say. And one more, coming back over to the right, inviting that left leg to come along with you. And then bringing it down, back over to the left. Coming all the way back up. Let's bring that left leg in. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Palms, the hands come together. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Boo-tiful. Let's come onto tabletop facing me. So we'll all be in the same direction. Good. And we're going to take a cat and cow here. So palms spread nice and wide, finger bones spread nice and wide, stacking the shoulders over the wrist bones, hip bones are over the knee bones. And take an inhale, come into your cow, drop the belly, send your tailbone up, looking forward. Exhale, press it back into your cat, scared cat, black cat. Inhale, come back into cow. Exhale to scared cat. 2 more rounds. Coming into your neutral spine, we're going to take some hip circles with that left leg. So just bringing that knee up and taking some big circles here, working through that hip bone. Oops, I just hit the wall behind me, so I better scoot up. And then reverse that. Noticing if the hips are a little clunky. That's okay, as long as it's okay for your body. Good. And then pause here, bringing that leg back down. And then we're going to step that left leg out to the left, coming into a variation of gate pose. And here we're going to take a very odd cat and cow. So you can come on to your fingertips. Think of like little spiders, or you're kind of making like a monster gargoyle pose. I don't know. And then you're going to inhale, drop the belly, coming into cow. Exhale, press it into cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale, cat. Taking one more. Good. Coming into neutral spine, palms of the hands back to your mat. Tuck the toes under on your right foot. Taking a little hamstring stretch, we're going to send the hips back. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, coming back up, stacking the shoulders back over the wrist. Taking this 3 more times. Inhaling it back. Coming forward. Sending the hips back. And forward. One more. Good. Then we're going to bring that left leg all the way over to the right side. Untuck the toes of your right foot. And bringing that left leg over to the right as far as you can. Tuck the toes under. Press through that heel. And then send your upper body over to the right. And then bringing the upper body back to center. Bring that left knee back to your mat. And then just wiggle out the hip bones here. Good. And we'll take this to the other side. So taking our hip circles with the right leg. So bending the knee and going whatever direction you want to start with is perfectly fine. And then taking it the other direction. One more. Good. Bringing that knee back down, and then we're going to send that right leg out to the right side. Coming into those funky little hand positions, little spiders here. Taking our cat-cow variation. Inhale, bend the elbows. See if you can deepen your fold here. And then exhale, press into cat. Inhale it down. Exhaling it up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Let's take it one more time. Palms of the hands to the mat, tucking your toes under on that left foot. Send the hips back, coming into a little hamstring stretch. And then bringing the upper body back up. 3 more times, nice and easy as you send the hips back. Being mindful of any knee injuries. Got to take care of the bones. 1 more. Perfect. Come back to center. Untuck the toes of your left foot. We're going to bring that right leg all the way around over to the left. Tuck the toes under, press through the heel. Sending your upper body to the left. Nice, good side body stretch. And then bringing the upper body back to center. Bring your right knee back to your mat. Wiggle the hips out. Perfect. And then just come to sit back on the heels. We'll give a little love to the wrist once again. So just making those same tight fists, rotating through the wrist. And going the opposite direction. And then shaking it out. Perfect. Come back into your tabletop. From here, we're going to transition to a very, very baby downward facing dog. So tuck your toes under, lifting your hips up. Keep your knees nice and bent, and then just walk the feet in towards the hands, coming into a fold here at the middle of your mat. So letting the head be heavy, maybe holding on to opposite elbows. Taking some nice, slow, cleansing breaths here. Maybe take a few sways side to side. And then pausing here, let the arms hang down, just letting the bones hang out here. Taking one more breath here. Bending your knees generously. We're going to roll up one vertebra at a time. Really let your arms hang down. Again, just think you're a little skeleton here. Making your way up to a standing pose. Once you get here, take a shoulder roll back. Maybe you push your hair back. Adjust your clothing. Good. Come back to a mountain pose. Palms of the hands facing forward. Actually, let's make this a little funky. Have your left palm facing back, right palm facing forward. Ground down through the hands. Like feel your arms are so heavy, like your fingertips are magnetized to the floor. Grounding down through the feet. Take a cleansing breath. And then flip that left palm facing forward once again. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Palms of the hands are going to come together. Exhale, bringing the hands to the heart. Balancing pose as well as a hip opener. So being strong in that right leg and foot, we're going to lift the left knee up. And we're going to take those same hip circles that we did in our tabletop. So really just working on your balance, stacking the bones over each other. Good. And if you want to try reversing, going the other direction, ooh, embracing any wibbles, any wobbles. Take it one more time. Lower that left foot back to your mat. Reach the arms down and round and up. We'll take a half sun salutation. Inhale. Exhale, dive it forward. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, plant your hands. You're going to step that left leg out to the side, coming into a side lunge. So maybe you wiggle that right foot leg a little further out. Good. So both of the feet, the long edge of your feet are with the short edge of your mat. And then we're going to come into a twist, left palm to your mat, right underneath that left shoulder. And then we're going to reach that right arm up, opening up the chest. Send your hips back. Pausing here, breathing here. One more breath. Good. We're going to bring that right arm down, both palms, the hands to your mat, straighten that right leg, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Let the head be heavy. Breathing here, 3 breaths. Let's take a cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose, fill up the back, the belly. Open mouth, exhale. Coming into a flat back. Turn your heels in, your toes out. Now maybe you're able to keep your fingertips to the mat, or maybe you bring the hands to your thighs. We're going to take another variation of that cat and cow, a little odd, a little creepy. So you're going to inhale, come into your cow, drop the belly, bend the elbows, look forward. And then exhale, press it back, doming the spine. 2 more. This is really good also for the quads. And coming into cat. 1 more. Coming into a flat back. If your hands were to the floor, bring your hands to your thighs. Pressing yourself up, coming into goddess pose. Send the toes out, the heels out, or heels in even more. Inhale, reach the arms up. Palms and the hands come together. As you exhale, bring the hands down, straighten the legs. Take a pause. Big breath in. Big breath out. Turning the toes forward. Coming into scarecrow. Bend the elbows. Let the hands hang down. Take a little odd position here. Maybe bend one knee. Just pause here for fun. Big breath in. Big breath out. Straighten the legs. Reach the arms all the way up. And now we're going to step that left leg behind the right leg. So bringing that left foot over by the right foot. And then we're going to take a side bend here, grabbing onto your left wrist with your right hand. Take a nice side bend over to the right. Big breath in. Big breath out. Release the arms. Come back to center. Mountain pose. Both feet facing forward. Palms of the hands facing forward. This time we'll flip the right palm back. Left palm forward. Grounding down through the legs, the feet, the arms, the fingers. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Flipping right palm forward. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, palms and hands come together at the heart. Coming into our hip circles on the right side. So grounding down, rooting down through that left leg and foot. When you're ready, lifting your left or right knee up and taking your hip circles on this side. Doing your best not to grip through the toes on that left foot. Good, and then maybe reversing. As you reverse, take it a little slower because we take that swing around. It kind of just throws you off balance. 1 more. Perfect. Lower that right foot down. Take an inhale. Reach the arms all the way up. Exhale. Dive it forward. Inhale. Half lift. Flat back. Exhale. Fold. Plant the hands. Bend the knees. We're going to step that right leg out to the right, coming into our side lunge. Maybe you wiggle that left foot a little further out. Coming into our twist, right palm to the mat underneath that right shoulder, and then opening up that left arm. little deep twist here. One more breath. Bringing that left palm to your mat. Straighten that left leg. Wide-legged forward fold here. Bringing the crown of your head or the top of your skull to your mat. Bending in the elbows if you have that flexibility here. Taking one more breath here. Coming into a flat back. Turn the heels in slightly, toes out. Maybe at the fingertips to your mat or hands to the thighs. Taking that cat and cow variation here. Inhale, drop the belly, reach it forward. Exhale, press it back. 2 more. Coming into a flat back. If your hands were to the floor, bring them to your thighs. Slowly pressing yourself up. Moving the hair out of your face. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Palms of the hands come right down to the heart. Take a pause, fire up those leg bones. Big breath in, big breath out. Straighten the legs, send the arms all the way up. And then coming into our scarecrow pose here. So dropping the hands, bending the elbows, turn your toes forward, bending one knee maybe, and just hanging out here for one breath. Straightening the leg if you had it bent, reaching the arms all the way back up. And then we're going to send that right leg over to the left, bringing the right foot to the outside of your left foot, taking a side bend to the left, grabbing onto that right wrist, and send it over to the left. Crescent moon. One more breath here. Release the arms, uncross the legs, coming back into your mountain pose, pausing here, both palms facing forward. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Beautiful. We're going to make our way into gargoyle pose, also known as malasana or yogi squat. So widen your feet, have your toes out, heels in, and then just kind of make your way down. Bringing fingertips first. I always kind of like to just rock the hips side to side. And then finding that sweet spot. And once you get there, bringing the elbows to the inner thighs, the inner knees. Palms of the hands come together. Send the knees away. Opening up the pelvic floor, rooting down through your feet. Lengthening up through the skull. Unclenching your jaw. Let's take one more breath here. And then just to add an extra little creepiness, let's just bring those fingertips to the floor, bend the elbows, bring your shoulders up by your ears, sink those hips down even more, and just pause here and breathe here. Gargoyle. Cleansing breath. Perfect. Making our way into a butterfly pose. Send the hands back behind you. If this is accessible, just lower your hips down or coming down however your bones need you to. And we'll bring the soles of the feet together, the bottom of the feet, the bones of the feet together. Take an inhale, lengthen up nice and tall. And then exhale, folding forward here. Finding softness through the bones. Letting your head be heavy. Resting the neck, the shoulders. Breathing in and out through your nose. Take a cleansing breath. Another variation of our gargoyle pose, so coming to the tips of the fingers, or maybe even it's more like a spider, bending the elbows, pausing here, reach your heart forward, feel yourself lift up out of the low back. Big breath in, big breath out. And then bringing your upper body back up. Ooh, let's support those bones. Bring the hands to the outer knees. Bring the knees in. Send your legs out. Give them a wiggle. Give them a shake. And then we'll make our way onto our backs. Lowering yourself down. And once you get here, bring the knees into the chest. Taking a few rocks side to side. And then lowering your feet to your mat. Take the feet nice and wide, the width of your mat. Take the knees nice and wide. And then just windshield wiper the legs side to side. You can rest your hand bones on your rib cage. Moving through the hips. And then the next time the knees come to the right, just pause here. Breathe here. 5 breaths. And coming back to center and letting the legs fall to the left. Holding here, breathing here. Bringing the knees back up. Extending the legs all the way out. Coming into your corpse pose. Letting the arms just fall to the side of your body. Feel for your bones getting even heavier and sinking down into the earth. And then breathing life back into you. Take a big breath in. Take an open mouth exhale, releasing any cobwebs. Bringing some movement back into your body. Wiggle the fingers, the toes, your wrists, your ankles. Rocking your head side to side. And then reaching the arms all the way back behind you. Bring the legs in together. Point through the toes. Reach through the fingertips. Inhale. And then as you exhale, bring everything into a little ball except for your head. Keep your head rested on your mat. Take a few rocks side to side. And then eventually rolling over to one side and then pressing yourself up, coming into an easy seated pose. Taking a pause here, palms of the hands to your knees. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Once again, big breath in, big breath out. Closing with gratitude for the bones and all that they do for us every day. And all the ways that maybe they've had to be healed. And just honoring that process that the body can do. May you continue to take care of your bones and nourish and soothe your soul. Namaste. Thank you so much, beautiful soul, for having this fun practice with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you love about Halloween and leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Also, I'm going to link some other Halloween practices I have. I have a yin and another flow class if you'd like to do another practice with me. Namaste.